of this week-long 4-game road trip to the state of California. We're back inside Toyota Arena here in Ontario, where the Griffins will try and get even against the Reign, a team that beat them Tuesday to start the trip, 6-2. Since then, a split of a 2-game series with the Bakersfield Condors, including a heart-pumping come-from-behind 4-3 win in overtime last night. Game day preview brought to you by Michigan First Credit Union. Let's relive the great moments of last night's game and what an effort it was by Grand Rapids. They'd fallen behind 2-0, came back, tied the game, and then for the final 25 minutes, down 3-2, they pressed, they played their hearts out. It finally paid off with just over 20 seconds remaining in regulation time.
Back to the line to Barton. Top of the right circle to Barber. Barber takes a look out in front of shot. Score! The Griffins tie it up on a power play!
Well, the art of the face-off is such an important aspect of the game of hockey and something the Sentiment take great pride in, and never was it more evident than the final minute of play last night. Josh Dickinson and Kyle Criscolo won draw after draw.
Yeah, I mean, those are obviously huge. I think winning the one draw ended up turning into a penalty for them, and we got 6-on-4 and keep winning face-offs and getting opportunities, and I think that's a big part of the game that might be overlooked, and we got a big goal at the end to tie it up and head to overtime and win.
And that's when one of the American Hockey League's elite snipers stepped in and scored one of the biggest goals, in fact, the biggest goal for the Griffins this season.
Him to Barber. Riley Barber on right wing, cuts into the circle, now in front of shot, score! Riley Barber wins it in overtime!
Well, no way you could overstate the significance of that goal for Grand Rapids as a team, given their playoff scenario right now, and for Riley Barber, he said it's one of the biggest of his career.
Yeah, I mean, we really worked hard, and it's great to get that win on the road, and especially with the 3-3s coming up, our schedule's been kind of crazy here, so to get some momentum going in tomorrow and try to close this road trip out.
You scored a lot of great goals in your career, Riley. Is that got to rank right up there with one of the best, huh?
Yeah, for sure. I think that ranks up. I've had a few overtime goals, but none like that, and a time in the game against a team like that who's pretty stacked. I mean, it felt great to get that for the boys and hopefully get one again tomorrow.
And Riley Barber now has goals in 3 straight games. Dominic Scheiner got another one last night, has goals in 5 of the last 6. And Tyler Spezia, 4 assists in the 2 games up in Bakersfield.
Yeah, I think, it was a good weekend for myself personally, but as a team, searching for a win against a really good hockey team in Bakersfield. Our message this morning was we're still in the driver's seat. We're still hanging on to that playoff spot, and so we control our own destiny, and I thought we came out and gave an honest effort and finally got a bounce late in the end of the game, and then to finish them off in overtime was great.
Well, after last night's results, the Griffins now tied for the 5th and final playoff spot in the Central Division with the Texas Stars. Grand Rapids getting ready to wrap up this road trip here today against the Ontario Reign, got beaten 5-1 in San Diego last night, minus Marty Furt, and it's expected that he will not play here today in the rematch against the Griffins. Lots more to come your way during our pregame radio coverage on Wood Radio. Begins at 5:35. We hope to join us for that. Then Friday, Saturday home for those 2 very significant games against the Texas Stars.